feeling myself, yeah, I'm feeling myself. And feel like I want a champion belt. I feel like I want a champion belt. Feeling myself when I'm counting the wealth. Feeling myself when I'm counting the wealth.
Hey, it's Shar B, and I'm back with another video. I don't even know what video number this is. We've done so many videos. I believe it's video 10. I'm just going to go with video 10 at this point because I'm not sure. You see, I got a neck now. I got a neck. Yeah, because I've been working out and I've been working on myself. So I'm starting to lose some weight here. So I'm feeling really good. So today on our video, we're going to talk about responsibility. So my name is Shar B. I'm a mother, author, and inspirational speaker on how I was able to succeed in an abusive relationship. Also wrote two fictional stories, the story of Marissa Ray and also the James Game. And those can be found at my author's link below. So today I'm just going to talk about responsibilities. And we're going to go talk about responsibilities on the children, women, and men. So I'm gonna talk about everybody today, okay? As I always do, because we all play a part when it comes to all of this that's going on on our planet. It's just not the woman, it's just not the man. But I understand that people pick which ones they want to talk about or who they can resonate with better. But I'm just gonna talk about everybody. So be ready. Okay, so the responsibility. So let's go on the children. Let's start at the young age. So now a lot of people don't understand that I do talk about spirituality, and I talk about kids and their responsibilities as far as their parents. I believe we did a video on not controlling your kids but disciplining them. So when it comes to children, and this is the way I raised my kids, from baby to 10, they didn't have any responsibilities whatsoever. They were able to play their game. They were able to live their life, go on free trips that I paid for, just whatever they wanted to do. They were spoiled. They didn't have to worry or struggle like I did as a child. They didn't have to worry about eating. They didn't have to worry about working. They didn't have to worry about anything. And I did this on purpose because I wanted my kids to be able to experience a life where they can actually be able to not have to worry about anything or be stressed out. Just be a kid. When they got to the age of 11, that's when things changed. Now, when they were kids, they still had responsibilities of picking up their toys and, doing stuff. But what I'm saying is they didn't have responsibilities. They didn't have chores. They didn't have that type of stuff. Only thing they had to do was, pick up your toys at night before you go to bed and turn your game off at 9 o'clock. On school nights, there's no games on school nights. We only did games on Friday and Saturdays. So teaching them how to be responsible when they're able to get on their games, when they're not, when they need to study, when they need to watch, YouTube, educational, geographic type stuff, or learn something in their projects or what they learned at school, get further educated on whatever it was they learned at school that day, and not just go by what the teacher said, you know what I'm saying, but actually look into it more. So that was pretty much. So, as they got older, they had responsibilities. They had chores after 11. Now you're going to have to learn how to take out the garbage. You're going to have to learn how to wash dishes. You're going to have to learn how to vacuum, clean the refrigerator out, all this stuff. Now it's time to be responsible. And the reason that I made my children responsible is because if something happens to me and they went into the system or somebody had to take them or whatever, they know how to do things on their own. They know how to take care of themselves. They're not going to be somebody that somebody else has to worry about picking up after. I wanted them to be responsible and be able to live on their own so that they don't have to have another person. Because in society, when you don't have children, these are single boys to men. And if they're not ready to get married or have a girlfriend or whatever, they don't have to. They can still take care of themselves. They still know how to cook and feed themselves, go to the grocery store. I taught them all of this stuff. How to take showers, how to wash up, where to wash up, all this stuff. Wash their own clothes. They know how to do all of that. So they all got taught at 11. They're teenagers now, so they're pretty much doing that. And when my son turned 16, he got a car, learned how to drive, get a job. Yes, he's in school still. He's in high school, but he still has to get a job. And I even got him a dog. This is what taking care of a child looks like. But at the end of the day, a child's worse. And you know what they told me? Oh my gosh. That dog was a lot of work for them and still is. So they thought about it. Do I really want to bring a human person on this planet and not be able to 100% provide for them? Because I barely can go outside and feed this dog. And people can try to say, well, that a human and a dog's two different things. But if you're leaving your dog by the wayside, I mean, oh, you're not going to leave your kid? What's happening in society? If you can't take care of a dog, how do you think you're going to take care of a child? That's a lot more responsibility. So right now, their mindset is going to school and going through the program, because that's how it works in this country. You go through the program. It works for me, and it works for a whole bunch of other people. And that's what their mindset is on. And as I said before, I'm not really on the school program. It's a whole bunch of crap. But for whatever reason, society looks at it as something very positive, and it helps with, being at a certain standard. So they're going to go. But for real, I don't give two craps about school, because school is is not, I'm against it, really. But that's in another video. So when you have your children, make them do stuff. Make them be responsible for things. Because if you don't allow them to do anything, they're not going to be worth anything to anyone. So now we're going to talk about the women. What's a woman's real responsibility? Is it taking care of a man? No. It's taking care of herself. Taking care of her own femininity. Learning what a woman is all about. It's about us figuring out ourselves. How we're going to be a great mom one day if we decide that. How we would be a great wife one day. How we're just going to be a great person, period. How to be a good friend. How to be a good person, period. And I can understand everybody's not good. No. And it's not that they're not meant. It's just that everybody's not going to do it. They're not going to take the time out to be good. Some people just don't see the reason to be, because they've been treated a certain way. But at the end of the day, what we should be figuring out for ourselves, and even men, is how we're going to survive. What is our main point of being here? What do I need to come here for? What do I need to learn? What should I be doing? Who am I? It is our responsibility as women to find that out. And then when we take on a partner, understand what that really means when you take on a responsibility like that. So let's get into that. Responsibility in relationships. This falls around love. Remember, life, love, and literacy. Let's fall around love. Let's talk about relationships. And it's also life as well. So you want to be in a relationship, right? Well, you're going to have to put the big dress muumuu on and know what that means. Know what your role is in that. And knowing yourself. Because if you want to be and put in this big situation, because this responsibility is huge. We don't think so. We just want to have sex. We want to be cuddled. We just want to go to the mall or be seen with our boyfriend. I mean, nobody thinks about the real responsibility behind a relationship. You have to be courteous. You have to be respectful. You have to understand who you are and not give grief and pain and discord from your toxic family that you came from. Understand and love yourself so that you're not bringing somebody into your toxic situation, men and women. But I'm talking about the women right now. Learning how to be feminine, understanding what that is. Growing into yourself, taking responsibility, going out, getting into the programs, or becoming an entrepreneur. learning how to live and survive this place, at the same time figuring out what you should be doing. Because all of us have purpose. There's a guide for us that we're supposed to be here for a purpose. And the purpose is not to change your nose, to get an ass, or work out. That's not why you're here. I can't tell you why you're here. All I can say is that whatever lesson it was that you got here is what you need to figure out why you're here again. What did you do last time? How did you feel last time, and what brought you back? That's what you need to be figuring out. Why are you here? You're not here to be a mom. You're not here to be a girlfriend. There's another purpose. You're not here to shake the pole. The universe has a better, greater purpose. A lot of times it's about sharing information, and that's mostly what we're here about. We're here to share information and share our experiences with the people that come next, so that they don't make the same mistakes we've made. Gaining experience, learning how to be human, learning how to have this soul, that's great light that's inside of you, learning how it is to just be here and live. And then go back and take this information to the next place and be better and be greater in the next place. But a lot of people think that they're here to be a mechanic or nurse. That's not your true self of why you're here. You're here for greater causes. And maybe you are here for healing. And that's why you became a nurse. Maybe you are here to fix things. That's why you became a mechanic. But your true self is being able to experience this place and utilize this information to take it back to wherever you're going to go back to. The responsibility of being courteous and loving to other human people. And using this world and making it great. Because there's so much negativity, there's so much evil, and, good is not, you can't have good if you don't have evil. So it all, plays out, and everybody does what they want to do, and they decide what they want to do. But you have the responsibility of whatever it is you're here to do. So if you do decide to get in a relationship, just understand, you need to know that person and you need to know you. Because if you make him mad or you make her mad, then you're going to not have a great relationship, because you don't know who the hell you are or what you want. You're just in it to have somebody, or she's cute, or she had a big booty, or he's got money, or he's cute. That's not a reason to be with people. The reason to be with someone is to share your attributes, your characteristics, your accessories, your great talents and love, to be with this person and build together. And once you get past 40, it's about meshing together. And women that are mothers, I understand how hard it is. And we're getting hit as Black women right now. We're getting hit. Because, society is pretty much dogging us, comparing us to other women and things like that. Don't get your head down. Continue to keep your head up. Continue to rise and be strong, Black women. And understand that you are a great blessing on this planet. And that our energy is wonderful and beautiful, and it's needed. Because without us, the feminine energy would be nothing. So keep your head up, women. Don't let society and TV ruin anything. And for the ones that did allow TV to ruin their life, I just hope that one day you come back and take it back and, figure it out, the mistakes that you made to yourself, allowing society to win, to be accepted. I mean, it's ridiculous. But all of the moms, the women that, had children and took care of their children, if they were single and had to do it on their own, congratulations to you for being that brave woman and doing that. And that's all races. Because my problem is these men. Now I'm going to get on your responsibility, sirs. How you leave your women pregnant to make a decision whether or not to keep a baby, to keep this life inside her, because you decide you don't want to do anything. And this is the funniest thing I hear from you guys. And I'm sorry, this is from my experience. Just because you get mad at the woman doesn't mean that you get out of the responsibility of taking care of your child. I know I was upset with my kids' fathers and I still took care of my kids. How does that give you the right to walk out on your children because you're mad at the mom? Oh, we started to argue. I'm not coming to the birthday party. Oh, I'm not giving my kids diapers. That's your responsibility, dude. I don't care if you are mad. You still have that kid. That kid doesn't understand this stuff. You're not hurting her. You're really not. Because like black women tell you all the time, we'll do it ourselves. But you're hurting that child, though. And why, like I said in another video, The Message to the Black Man, you wonder why these kids are crazy because you left. You're not taking care of your responsibility. You're not holding it down. You out here having sex. Why don't you guys, I'm going to give you guys some advice. Why don't you guys be picky about where you stick your stuff? Why don't you tell yourself, if she's not at a suitable level in her life, I'm not having sex with her. Can you do that? Or you got to have hoes because that's what your friends told you to have. That's what TV told you to have. That's what the rappers said have, hoes. But most of the niggas that's telling you to do this shit ain't married. Let's keep it real. Why don't you be picky? Why don't you pick different types of women to be the mothers of your children? So then you don't have to get in these arguments with ratchetness, so that you don't have to worry about cussing her out later. Why don't you get with like-minded women to have your children? Why you do that? Because you guys can have babies. You can have 10, 15 babies in one day. We can only have one every 9 months. Unless one dies, then we have to get pregnant again. But you guys run it. So why don't you be more mature with the shit? And stop having all these kids running around without their dads. You need to be more responsible. You don't just get to leave because you're mad. You don't just get to leave a human person and leave them to the wayside because you're mad at the mom. This is ridiculous. What is wrong with you? You have a job. You still have a responsibility to uphold and upheld. We're mad at you too, but we're not leaving our child on the street. For some reason, we're mad, but we keep a roof over that child's head. We get the diapers. We get educated. We put them through kindergarten to high school, and we're even there after they grow up, getting them an apartment, buying them a car. And we're mad at you, but we don't take it out on our children. That doesn't give you a right to leave your kids because you're mad. And I'm speaking from experience. This isn't just coming out the side of my neck. Had it happen to me. Well, I ain't taking care of the kids because you ain't letting them. Whatever. For some reason, we still do it. You men need to be more responsible. There's too many fatherless children out here. And I'm not saying that there's not motherless children, because there are. I was a motherless child. My mom didn't raise me. She raised me until I got about 9 or 10 and left. So I understand how it feels to have a parent leave the household. And her energy was needed. Because the things that my dad couldn't do, she could do. But she said she's mad at him, so she left. Forget the kids. Let them starve. She didn't call. She didn't know where we were. And that's the same thing how you men are. I've experienced having a missing parent. I know how it feels. It sucks. Because you just don't get to have certain things. And I didn't have a feminine energy in the home. So I was mostly learning, masculinity type stuff. So I was in a single family home. I know how it is to have one parent. And my dad, he got drunk and he was sad and miserable when she left. He was really hurt. He loved her. But he wasn't going to do anything right to keep her. And I understand why she left, but why did you leave your kids? That's not the approach, people. You don't leave your children because you're mad at somebody. You still have a responsibility. Take care of your responsibilities. Just like you need to go to school, kids. Get your butt in school. You don't need to be running around acting stupid because school is the secret of how you're going to make money. Sorry. Or you're going to be an entrepreneur or whatever the hell you're going to do. Go into a trade. Go to trade school. It's just that with the degree, you can move around a little bit more. But trade school, go into a trade. Be an electrician. Be a barber. Do something. But it beats being a deadbeat. How are you going to take care of 6, 7, 8 kids with 8 different houses? Which house is yours? Which one are you going to go home to, sir? All 8? I just need you guys to be a lot more pickier. Women are picky, so you guys be picky. Why don't you get bougie too? Get bougie with the penis. Oh, I ain't gonna put that in her. She ain't worth it. Right, good. Have some fucking dignity. That's probably why I don't have grandkids right now. Because they're not gonna just make anybody any woman my granddaughter's child. My granddaughter's mom. They already know how I am. They're not gonna just bring any woman to have my grandchild. She needs to be able to take care of herself and her children. And my son. Be there for him. She don't gotta take care of him because he can take care of himself. But be there for him. Support him. If you're gonna be in a relationship, that's what you do in a relationship. You support. You be there. You love. You give tenderness. You give intimacy. You do all that stuff. If you don't want to do that stuff, don't be in a relationship then. Just be FWB. But don't have kids. Don't put kids in this. Please. Stop. Have kids right. I fucked up. Don't be like me. I was looking at pretty face. I wasn't thinking about marriage and doing the right thing. What? I wanted babies. I just wanted to raise them. I didn't want no man. I just wanted my kids. And I took care of my kids, and I still do. Because that's what I wanted. And I didn't want him there. But that's not the idea. If I have to go back, I would. I'd do it differently. Do it right. And I'm very picky about who touches me. Y'all need to be more picky. Y'all need to be picky. I don't let grubby hands just anybody touch me. Why can't y'all be like that? Be picky. Well, that's all I have to say about responsibilities today. I hope everybody understands that you have a responsibility to make these kids more responsible so that they don't grow up to be these deadbeat people. You got deadbeat moms and dads. If you don't want them to be deadbeats, teach them responsibility young. Get them a dog, a cat. Tell them, you take care of that. And force them to do it. And then maybe they won't even think about having kids or think about wanting to be on their own. My kids want to live with me forever. They don't want to go out in the real world. They know what it looks like. They see me do it. I pay bills in front of them and everything. So what? You're going to know how to do this when you get older. You're going to know what this is about. Stay a kid and have fun. Teenagers that's out there, stay a kid and have fun. Because this grown-up shit isn't all that. We got inflation right now. And these jobs aren't paying no money. So stay a child. Live with your parents as long as you can. And save. And you deadbeat dads and moms, I don't have anything to say to you. But if your children are young enough, can you please go take care of them, mad or not? That's still your responsibility as a person. You don't bring people on this planet and leave them. You don't have kids in poverty and make them struggle and be poor to where they can't even eat bread. You don't do that to them. Stop bringing people in here like that. That's what I told my son. Don't bring no kids in here. You can't take care of them. You need to know how to drive, sir. How you gonna get them to the doctor's appointment? If my grandbaby is about to throw up and swallow a quarter, do you know how to call 911? Do you have a car to get to the hospital? You need to get prepared. Prepare yourself before bringing these people on this planet. Nobody needs to struggle. You don't have to struggle to be successful. You do not have to struggle. Stop bringing these people on this earth in poverty and confusion and discord. Stop doing it. That's my advice. I'm handling on my end. I need more of you guys to start doing it. I can't do it by myself. I can only tell my 6 sons. I got a whole bunch of sons, and I'm telling them. Now you guys do it too. And hopefully this video can help you. Tell them to watch me. Stay a kid. Have fun. And you deadbeat parents, go take care of your children and find a house and be picky for once in your life. Stop selling your soul for some money, a couple of dollars or some cooch. Dude, it's not worth it. Be picky. You guys have a good night. Thank you so much for staying on. I know I got the candle running right here. So y'all take care. Have fun. This is a video of responsibility. Take care of your responsibilities and you'll be great. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Feeling myself, I'm counting the wealth. Tasting the bag, I'm feeling the best. I am the realest, I'm not like the rest.